I can't believe that in 2025, not only do I think John Cena is going to win the Royal Rumble, I kind of want him to. Here's why. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. Man, oh man, do we have to talk about the promo that John Cena hit this past Monday on Raw's first night on Netflix. I'm excited for this. I actually did a Raw recap video. If you haven't seen it yet and you would like to, check it out. It's on the channel. But I purposely didn't put this one in there because I knew I should probably dedicate a little more time to this one specific topic because it is a big deal. And a lot of emotions happened when I was watching this promo what John Cena had on Monday Night Raw. So John Cena came out, and we all know, of course, this is John Cena's last year. It's his farewell tour. Let me preface all of this by saying, first of all, before you hear me say anything else about this guy in this video, I'm sure a lot of you might agree with me here, okay? I was never, ever a John Cena fan. I mean, the only time I was a John Cena fan is when he first came up and he did the rapping gimmick. I thought that was hilarious. He was great. He was a heel, and I thought it was very interesting and funny. And keep in mind, I was like a teenager when this happened. So, yeah, some of the raps were kind of cheesy. But a lot of the time, he had some good one-liners, some good singers in there. But it's not until when he turned into the John Cena we all know, the hustle, loyalty, and respect John Cena, the one where WWE shoved him down our throats for a decade. That was the time period when I was never a John Cena fan. I would never buy any of his merch. To this day, I still don't have any John Cena merch. That might be changing soon. But I can say now that I completely, as I've gotten older and as he's kind of gotten away from WWE and come back a little bit, man, they are not lying when they tell you that the heart grows fonder, man. Like, I absolutely have nothing but respect for the guy for what he's done for WWE and wrestling as a whole. I mean, he has. When you think about it, and it replays in my mind all the things that I've watched his entire career, and like, how many people can I say that about? You know, how many people that I start watching? I mean, I watched from when they first started to the very last match. It's hard. Because a lot of where you can actually remember all of it. Yeah, maybe you were like 6 years old when you started seeing somebody wrestle, but you don't have that many memories of them. For me, when Cena popped up in 2002, I was around like 12 or 13 years old. I have a whole memory of his entire catalog. I remember everything, all the feuds, the matches, the promos, everything. You know, and I was one of those guys that went to the shows, and you know, there were kids in the front, you know, in the rows ahead of me that they were chanting "Let's go Cena," and I would so proudly and very loudly chant "Cena sucks." I was that guy. And I wouldn't care that these kids would get upset. I remember going once, and I said it so loud, one of the kids in front of me looked back at me with like disbelief in his face, like, "Whoa, this guy doesn't like John Cena?" No, because John Cena was geared towards women and children, and I was one of those guys in my like 20s just yelling, "Cena sucks." But nowadays it's different. I can appreciate Cena. I get excited anytime he's around now. I'm happy to see him. I'm very bummed out that this is his last year, but the reason for this video is to get into his promo, right? On Monday Night Raw, he starts out by thanking everybody, like Netflix, thanking the fans, all that kind of stuff, the traditional, normal stuff you would normally see him do. But in there, he mentions, you know, people have talked about it, like channels like this, like I've talked about this. Who could be his potential opponents for this whole year? Who could his WrestleMania match be against? Will he become a 17-time champion? I'm one of those pages or channels, and there's been hundreds of other channels that talk about it too. It's an ongoing discussion. And he mentions in his promo, you know, there's channels, pages, social media, everybody's talking about it. You know, all these experts talking about it. I've never claimed to be an expert. I'm a fan. I'm taking a guess. And not only a guess, I'm also talking about what I would actually like to see. It's not even a prediction. It's kind of just like what I would like to see, who I would like to see him go against. But, you know, he mentions that he has a streak, the losing streak. It's been over 2,000 days or 2,000. Yeah, it's 2,000 days that he hasn't won a match, a singles match. You know, that would deter him from becoming champion. And so he says, as far as the 17th championship is concerned, the record-breaking championship reign, he doesn't see it happening. And at first, I believed him. But then he started to go on about it, and he kept saying, he kept hounding on it like, I don't see it happening. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. And then when he said it's going to be a miracle, I'm like, okay, it's happening. We're getting it. We're going to get the John Cena 17th title reign, because at this point, if you don't do it, what are we all doing here? Well, why wouldn't you do this? And the reason why I bring up the Royal Rumble is because John Cena brought up the Royal Rumble. But you could say that he also brought up Money in the Bank. He also brought up Elimination Chamber. And although I do think Cena will be in those matches, I definitely know he'll be in the Royal Rumble because he mentioned being in the Royal Rumble. And he says not only did he say he's going to be in the Royal Rumble, he's going to win the Royal Rumble. Let me ask you guys this. When have you ever seen John Cena come out and in a promo mentions that he's going to do something and then he doesn't do it? That is very rarely. I can't even count on my hand how many times he's done that. Maybe you can. Maybe you have a better memory. You can call back and mention it in the comments, times where he said he's going to do something and he didn't deliver. But for me, my memory of John Cena, because I remember it used to annoy me at one point when I caught on to it, anytime he said that he was going to do something, he did it, and he did it that specific way he mentioned he was going to do it. So Cena's out here telling all of us to our faces he's going to win the Royal Rumble. Now, that adds to everything going around the WWE right now, because you got CM Punk saying that he's going to be in the Rumble and he's going to win it. You know, you're going to have more people come out and say they're going to win the Royal Rumble. You're going to see that all over the place. But I truly believe John Cena will win this Royal Rumble. And it's crazy to me that I'm sitting here in 2025, somebody who used to hate on the guy, I want to see him win the Royal Rumble. Like, who else would I want to see win the Royal Rumble, honestly? If we're realistically talking about this, right? I love our tribal chief. Don't get me wrong. I love Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns doesn't need to win a Royal Rumble right now to get a championship match. He just doesn't, right? CM Punk. CM Punk, I have a different plan for. CM Punk would be somebody that needs to win the Royal Rumble, but I think that could actually help a story that I have in mind for CM Punk. I actually think CM Punk, and this is a John Cena video, but quickly, I think CM Punk's going to go through this run where he comes up very short. He always talks about wanting to main event, needing to main event WrestleMania. He's never been able to do it. Here's his chance. Here's his moment. He wants to win the Royal Rumble so he can advance and win it and main event WrestleMania. I feel like he's going to fall short. And I wouldn't even be surprised if Cena is the one that eliminates him at the end. What if it comes down to just Cena and CM Punk, and Cena's the one that eliminates him? I could see that happening. And then I could see CM Punk joining Elimination Chamber, because maybe it's a number one contenders match for the WWE Championship. And what if he falls short there? And then I could see CM Punk going on this whole thing of like, how am I going to main event WrestleMania? And I think that's where the favor will come in. I think we will get Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns or John Cena. I could see Roman Reigns versus The Rock or something being a main event. And I think Roman Reigns will be slated for a main event. I think he will be in a main event at WrestleMania, whether it's for a title or not. But I think that is where the favor from Paul Heyman to CM Punk comes into play. I think CM Punk is going to use the favor to either take Roman Reigns' spot in the Royal Rumble, or take Roman Reigns' spot in a main event match, or insert CM Punk into a main event match, making it a triple threat or a fatal four-way or whatever it may be. I think one of those scenarios will happen for CM Punk. So I'm putting that aside. Cody can't win because he's champ. As far right now as we stand, he's champ. Gunther's not winning it because he's champ. Who else could win the Royal Rumble? The Rock doesn't need to win the Rumble to get a big-time match. He just doesn't. Who else? What's a better option? If you're going to throw out names like LA Knight, Kevin Owens, great. That's fine. I understand where you're coming from. But you have a chance here with John Cena to make history and to get everybody along for this ride. How big was that story for Cody Rhodes going into WrestleMania 39 and then going into WrestleMania 40? How big was that story? Finishing his story. We're kind of doing the same thing again this year if we have John Cena win the Royal Rumble, because now the story is John Cena. Can he ride into WrestleMania and become the 17th time WWE champion, break the record? It would be a miracle. I can just hear Michael Cole now on commentary saying to everybody, do you believe in miracles? As Cena wins. I can just see it happening. Cena will win the Royal Rumble in 2025, and he will go break the record at WrestleMania by winning the WWE Championship. I think we get Cena versus Cody Rhodes at Mania. I think that would be amazing. Cena doesn't even need to hold the title for the whole rest of the year. He could win it at Mania and then lose it a couple months later. He just needs to win that championship. And who knows? What if he wins the title and then he goes on a stretch where he has these great matches, title matches, and everybody throughout the whole year thinking, is this guy going to be the one that dethrones Cena? And that goes on for months. There's so much here you can do with this. Let's make John Cena's last year a memorable one, a history-making one. Let's have him win the Royal Rumble and then become WWE champion. You guys let me know what you think. Please leave it in the comments. Tell me if you agree with me. Tell me if you disagree with me. Maybe show me or tell me your own plan. Even better, put it in an email. Send it to wickedbittermedia@gmail.com. Send those emails in. I will make another video talking about your scenarios with John Cena. I would love to hear it. Love to see what you have to say. But definitely subscribe to this video if you haven't yet, because WWE content's coming out every single week. And we're going to do more every single week. More than just the Raw and SmackDowns of every week. We're doing more than that. I'm going to be doing live streaming pretty soon, like the watch-alongs where you can join me during a live watch session of Raw or SmackDown or a PLE even, and we could talk about it live instead of just in the comments, which I think would be so much fun. I would love to have you here. We're going to make this channel even bigger and better than it was last year, so I would love for you to be a part of it. Subscribe to the channel if you love WWE content. Like the video, because this helps the video greatly reach people who don't know anything about this channel. So the more you like the videos, the more videos this gets, the more likes this gets, the more it reaches other people. So I truly do appreciate it. All right, my friends. Until the next video, I got another one planned coming up. I'm going to be talking about The Rock. That'll be coming out later on this week as well. So keep an eye out for that. Until we meet again, as always, my friends, stay bitter.